Here is Miltiadis Tentoglou, the competition leader, by far the best jumper of the first round, 8.15. Look at the speed. Oh, that's better. That's better. And he knows it. Grabs a handful of sand, slaps it down, as if to say, bang, there it is. I'm back. Because that is a big, big jump from the Greek. It's by far his best of the year. It's 8.46 for Miltiadis Tentoglou. That is massive. Wow, 8.46 is the biggest jump in the world this year. And the win behind him, plus 1.1. A good legal win, just enough to give him some help. It's a championship record and a world lead from Tentoglou. Crowd getting behind him. They're being well informed by the stadium announcers. Round 2 for Falani. That's nice, but I'm not sure it's much better. It's beyond 8 meters. He's got a lovely style, hasn't he? High knees. It looks like he's riding a bike. But then he's charging down the runway. That lovely rhythm. Now, a little bit of forward rotation. The torso was beginning to roll down over his center of gravity there. Look, there, the legs coming down. Didn't get the leg shoot right. He'll be a little frustrated with that, but it is 8.07, slight improvement. He importantly opens up a bit more of a gap on those behind him.
So Tobias Montler in 4th place at the moment. 3 men over 8 meters. Montler has been over 8 meters so often in his career. But in front of him, Tarkovsky in 3rd place at the moment with 8.03. That's what he's got to initially aim at. Montler's such a consistent jumper around the 8.10, 8.20 mark. I'm sure he's got his sights set higher. Oh, it's quick, that's good. That's over 8 meters, I think. Now let's just wait. He's a consummate technician. Yeah, I think it's the white flag or the green rectangle on your screen. He likes it. He's quick, he's almost got a slightly stuttering run-up style. 8.08. That moves up into 2nd place ahead of both Matteo Falani and Peter Tarkovsky.
I actually like this competition a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we are a team and, you know, every event has one athlete from your country. I think that's amazing to watch. And I always try my best. This time my team needed the points, so it was even more motivation for me. Yeah.
There it is. Confirmation of the win by Miltiadis Tentoglou, and what a performance that won the best of the weekend, perhaps a championship record, 8.46, coming for him in the 2nd round ahead of Montler and Falani, with Tarkovsky, the only other athlete over 8 meters, the Pole's consolation, equaling his personal best in 4th place. But truly dominant performance there from Tentoglou. And it is the A race of the 110-meter hurdles, and what a high-caliber race this promises to be. Costa in 2 to the far side on the inside. Romain Lecour of France in 3. Simonelli, the Italian European champion, goes in lane 4. The Italians looking for big points here from the former swimmer. Simonelli in blue in 4. Llopis of Spain. Can they get good points here? They had a big disappointment in that men's long jump a few minutes ago. He's in 5. Jason Joseph, the bronze medalist in Rome last summer, is in 6. Szymanski of Poland 7. Ojora of Britain in 8, second to left. And Mordi of Germany in lane 9, to left of picture in the yellow.
Set.
Well, away they go, very quick to the first barrier. Llopis is going well here, so is Lecour. Second to right, Llopis going well. And look at the pole here. Szymanski is having a fabulous run. Szymanski at the moment leading this one. They're coming back at him. And Jason Joseph's come through and takes it for Switzerland. What a run from Joseph over the last barrier. He carried so much momentum over that barrier and into his last few strides, away from the final barriers to the line. He took probably 3/4 of a meter out of everybody else in that last 10 meters. Absolutely brilliant from Jason Joseph. Into a slight headwind, 13.12, the championship record. He wasn't so far off it with 13.24. That was a lovely, lovely race. And the lead changed, I reckon, 3 or 4 times. Goodness me. It was Szymanski, the Pole, who led for about the first 6 or 7 flights. Jason Joseph came through right at the end, and then between them, I think there were a couple of other leaders. I think Simonelli was pushing for the win.
Well, what a terrific, exciting race that was. That was a real thriller. There's the full confirmed results. Jason Joseph, 13.24. Lorenzo Deli Simonelli, European champion, 13.27, coming back after injury. And Taji Ojora coming through strongly for third place.
Well, there's the standings after 15 events. Netherlands still with that healthy lead. What is it, 12.5 points now, ahead of Italy, with Poland bringing in third place. And then Spain battling away in fourth, going pretty well at the moment. France not far behind, Great Britain not far behind France. Everything to play for. There's the lower positions, and still Lithuania and Finland really struggling there. Greece some way off 13th place as well.
It's time for the A race. And, well, we have 3 of the all-time European top 10 in this race. An utterly loaded field. Championship record of 12.62 from Elvira Herman in the second division in Romania back in 2021. Could that go in these conditions? Well, Kambundji had a good start. Soto Visser in lane 4. It's Visser and Kambundji now battling their way over the second half of the race. And it's Visser who's just got the edge over the Swiss athlete. It is Visser from Kambundji. 12.36, but it is wind assisted, 2.2 meters per second.
Photo finish, though, it says there on the bottom left of your screen. It was very tight. And I'll tell you what, Kambundji might have taken it because of her dip. She did a Colin Jackson type lean across the line. It was very tight. I was with you, Phil. Convinced Visser was going to take that, but it was incredibly tight. 2.2, the wind behind them. The wind has picked up a little bit, thankfully, for all of us here in the arena. But that was so tight. Kambundji and Visser, there'll be thousands in it.
Well, these two women know each other very well. Visser's been on the international championship scene for about a decade. Kambundji much more recent. So the time is given to Kambundji at 12.39 officially. Kambundji does get it, but Visser gets the same time. Oh, you're absolutely right.
2 1,000ths in it, Phil. 2 1,000ths. 12.385 to 12.387. Wow.
It feels amazing. It's always great to run against these girls, and I feel like we always push each other and we always try to run fast times. So it's really fun, and I'm really fun to be able to bring. I'm really happy to be able to bring home these points for Switzerland. The last time I didn't do so well, so I wanted to make them proud and bring all the points back.
Well, there it is, confirmation of Kambundji's win, 12.39 to Visser's 12.39. It came down to thousands, literally the thickness of a vest. Grozowska in third place. They're a little way back. Good points for Italy there through Kamasi's 12.62.
And there we have the team standings. Visser's 15 points helping the Netherlands just edged away a little bit from Italy. They're now 7.5 points in the lead. Poland in third at the moment, just 1.5 points further back. France move up. Great Britain and Germany dip down a little bit after 17 events. That factors in as well the women's hammer. At the bottom, no change. Greece, Finland, Lithuania, but it's getting really tight there. Just 2 points between Ukraine and Greece, and then another 4 points up to Portugal.
And it is the time for the women's A 800 meters, and this promises to be a fascinating race. The defending champion Audrey Vero of Switzerland goes in lane 5. Plenty of athletes here under 2 minutes. Vero, the Swiss defending champion, in 5. Will she front run this one, Vero? She's the tallest in the field by quite a few centimetres. She heads off the quickest there from the centre of the pack. Inside her, Quadro of Italy has gone up pretty aggressively too. If you're on one of those inner lanes, you've got to make a decision to go off hard or just accept you're going to get boxed and be towards the back of the field. And you can see that there from the British athlete Abigail Ives now behind most of the field as the pole comes across from the outside. Vilgosh 200 meters in around 30 seconds. It's a nice steady tempo, although it's slowing down a little bit here. They're bunching around this second bend. Right at the back of the field at the moment is Zabazabal of Spain as they come into the straight. It's about 60-second tempo. It's not quick, it's not slow, and I suspect Vero will be quite happy about this as she sits on the shoulder there of the leader, the Pole Wilgosz.
Yes, it's not quick at all compared to what we might have expected. It's actually slower than the B race by about a second, but it's still Wilgosz hugging the inside line, Vero on her shoulder. Now Vero's starting to go through the gears. There's some contact there, and Wilgosz came off the worst. Vero's a fairly muscular athlete, and it's the Pole and the Swiss now starting to put daylight between themselves and Ives at the back.
Wilgosz sort of swung outwards there and bumped into Vero, but Vero so long striding and powerful. She's got the bit between her teeth now. Single file, although the French athlete moving up on the outside, Bourgoin, right up on her heels. The rest of them struggling to go with this acceleration for Vero, who so far looks to have jumped this one well. The Pole back in third place, Wilgosz leading the rest of the pack, but there's 3 or 4 meters between them and this leading duo. Vero into the straight now, defending her title well so far, but the French trying to come back at her. Bourgoin down the outside. Can she get there? It's going to be so tight, this one, and she does. The shorter French athlete Bourgoin takes it by a meter, 1:58.6. It's a championship record, can you believe? That second lap, 57.3. That was quick. That is fabulous running. Negative splits in spectacular fashion, and it was all down to Vero, who went really hard from 300 meters out. Put up a stout defence of her title, but the heavy strapping on the left leg, the back of the left leg of Anais Bourgoin, the bronze medalist last year in Rome at those European Championships, was no handicap at all, and that was sensational. That last 300 meters from that pair, 57.30 the final lap, and it was the second lap, and it was all in the last 300 meters, frankly. That's really, really quick running, Phil. A championship record, spectacular negative splits, off for 61.3. 1:58.6 now, lap time 61.3 and 57.3. That is a 4-second differential. That is very rare. Vero doing everything she could, and a close second there, the Swiss.
So there's the team standings, and for the first time in these championships, Italy go to the top of the table. 2,202 points. They're 3.5 points ahead of Poland. The Netherlands, after 2 poor events, dropping down to third. Spain's rather a long way back in 4th place at the moment, but we've still got another 19 events to go. We still haven't reached the halfway point in these European Team Championships.
The athletes out on the track for the...
Yes, for the second race in the men's 400 metres hurdles. There's those ice packs we were talking about. So, as they go to their marks from the inside, from lane 1, Aboako of Germany, Edlund, Sweden, Bourgoin, Switzerland, Chalmers, Great Britain, Sibilio, Italy, Czechia's Wittmuller, Delgado of Spain, and Schmidt of the Netherlands. Very evenly matched. A lot of men really on form here, having run in the low 48s.
Set.
Well, Sibilio away quickly as well. So too Schmidt on the outside. Chalmers running well at this early stage. Bomband's having an absolutely blistering first 3 hurdles. Bomband, the Swiss, in lane 3, running extremely well at the moment. Chalmers just drifting back slightly, but Bomband has had an absolutely flying first 200 meters. Muller coming up, ran a much more cautious first 200, but he's coming through very strongly now, the Czech athlete. Chalmers starting to tire. Oh, Schmidt's pulled a muscle, but it's Bomband. Bomband now stutters. He's opened the gates for Wittmuller to come through. Bomband had a dreadful penultimate hurdle. Muller now hanging on for dear life. Chalmers comes through for second. Bomband, having really struggled over the last 2 hurdles, comes through for third. And Sibilio Well, after winning this individual event in 2021 and 2022, the Italian has to settle for fourth on this occasion. Vic Muller, just a fraction outside of his personal best and national record. 48.46 for the Czechia athlete. Got run from Alistair Chalmers as well. Just over 3/10 outside of his best. And a season's best for Julien Bombard, who had that absolutely blistering first 200 metres. So there's a roundup of the results. Vic Muller, the A-race winner, 48.46, taking 16 points for Czechia. And it was a terrific race.
Well, there's the standings after 19 events. Italy in the lead, and by a substantial margin, 12.5 points ahead of Poland. The Netherlands dropped down to third, 5 points behind Poland. Spain, France, Great Britain top out the top six. Still everything to play for there. Look at the tiny margins between fourth and eighth. So the barriers are still in place. It's time for the A race, the women's 400-metre hurdles. This promises to be every bit as competitive as the B race. So, Makrana to Sweden in 1, Halonen Finland 2, Spain's Daniela Fra in 3, Portuguese Diallo in 4, the Italian Folorunzo in 5, Lena Nielsen goes in 6 for Great Britain, in 7 Coletti of Germany, and in 8 on the outside, Switzerland's Lena Wernli. Well, away they go. Folorunzo was second 2 years ago in Hutso, and she's gone off very aggressively here out in lane 5. There she is, fourth from left in the all blue of the Italians. Good running too in lane 3 from Fra of Spain. Lena Nielsen at the moment, third from left, with a bit of running to do through the second half, as Folorunzo really has taken this to the rest of them, although aggressive running on the outside as well. But Folorunzo, a clear leader at the moment. Good running in the green there for Portugal in lane 4 from Diallo, and the rest of them working hard, but still Folorunzo dominating this one. It's very tight indeed. Now, can Nielsen finish strongly here for Great Britain? Third from left. The Spaniard Fra beginning to go backwards, struggling in the orange there, third from right. But look at this run from the Portuguese Diallo. Oh, and Fra goes down, the Spaniard's gone down. Diallo is leading, and Nielsen coming through, and might have taken third, I think. It was very, very tight on the line there between second, third and fourth. But the Portuguese, Fatoumata Binta Diallo, cannot believe it. 54.77. It's a season's best from her. So close to her lifetime best. What a run from her. She judged it perfectly. She didn't panic when Folorunzo, the Italian, blasted the first 300 and went away from everybody. And boy, is she rightfully milking that. Who wouldn't? Such a beautifully judged race. You've got to contend with those barriers. Be aware of those around you, get your stride patterns right, spread your effort right over the race. There's so much to think of in the 400-metre hurdles, and she was absolutely spot on in that one. Lovely, lovely one. Folorunzo second, 54.88. Lena Nielsen third there, 54.90.
Oh, joyous scenes there from Fatoumata Binta Diallo. 44.17. Portugal take the win. Folorunzo of Italy second, and Nielsen third.
There's the standings after 20 events. Italy out in front by 19.5 points. That is some lead. Poland in second, Netherlands third, Great Britain up to fourth. They've had a good, the last hour or so, have Great Britain. Spain in fifth now, down 1 place. And well, Ukraine and Greece battling away there in 14th and 15th. Finland not out of the woods yet. Lithuania looking in real trouble. Poche, and he takes that one down, his second attempt at 2:27, and that's him out of the competition.
Sciole, last chance, and it stays up. So he joins Stefella. 2 men confirmed as attempting 2 meters 30, which, if he gets over, will be a personal best for the 19-year-old Italian. A lot of daylight there, just clipped it with his heels. So, Jan Stefella attempting a personal best of 2:33. Oh, yes, he's got it. The bar stays up. 2:33 for the Czechia, Jan Stefella, the European indoor silver medalist. takes the title at the European Team Championships, runs straight over to his coach, Jaroslav Barber, an Olympic medalist himself just over 2 decades ago. And I bet Barber's thinking, how long before this man takes my Czechia record? Wonderful jumping in this sort of team competition, and it's a world outdoor best. Stunning performance, just 2 centimeters short of the championship record, which has stood to Dmytro Demjanjuk from 2011, and the bar is going to go up to 2:36 very shortly.
There it is, Steffel at 2:33, and Phil, a day of days. We talked about how when you get the bit between your teeth and you're thinking positively in the verticals.
Oh yes, and he certainly, and that's been coming for a long time though. He's been jumping so well, so consistently.
There's the team standings after 21 events. Italy on top by 25.5 points. Great Britain in third, behind Poland, who are going so well. Great Britain have moved up to third. Germany have moved up to fourth. Remember, they were outside the top 10 yesterday, Germany. Spain on fifth. They're going well still. Exactly the same points as Germany, but obviously in individual results, Germany given the nod. Netherlands in sixth, very close behind Germany. It's everything to play for here. It's wonderfully tight, and these little internal battles between the teams. Look at that, Phil, between 13th, 14th and 15th. Couldn't hardly be tighter.
But now we have the A race of the men's 4x100 metres. Very tasty event this is too. So from the inside, Sweden, 2023 champions Germany, France, the Netherlands, Spain, 2023 runners-up Italy, Poland, and a very good British quartet on the outside.
Set.
Well, it's a fairly even break, but Ramel Glave on the outside, perhaps in front for the Britons. Changeover's always the issue for the British quartet, and it's a messy one for Britain. Italy running well at this stage, and so too the Netherlands. Tamar Burnett having an excellent second leg for the Dutch. And once again, not the best of changeovers for the Britons, but they get it from one man to another. It's going well as well, but now the Dutch had a great third leg, and it's a free for second place man. Can Amodadze come through? No, it's a free for who takes it for the Dutch. Inside the championship record for the Dutch, shows the value of good changeovers and practicing. They've shaved more than 0.2 of a second off the championship record. The Netherlands, the Dutch quartet of Ekpo, Burnett, Moache and Afrifa take the championship record, and it's a national record as well for the Dutch. Germany came through strongly. It's always well practiced. 38.27. The British came through, but it wasn't the best of changeovers for the Britons. Better than 2 years ago when they got disqualified.
There it is, the men's relay won by the Netherlands in a championship record, 37.87. Germany 38.27. Great Britain in third, good points for them. The Italians in fourth place, also racking up good points. And France failing to finish. Ukraine disqualified. What a shame. Goodness me, the French will rue that. Failing to finish, losing a lot of points.
There's the team standings. Italy still very much in first place, 33.5 points in front of Poland. Great Britain, Northern Ireland is 2.5 points further back. The Netherlands, as a result of that victory, get up into fourth place. Germany and Spain just dropped down a place, but they're still very much in contention for places on the podium.
The final track action of the day, then the women's 4x100 metres relay A race. Switzerland in 1, Germany 2, Great Britain in 3, Spain in 4, the hosts. Watch for them, they've been in fabulous form this year. Poland in 5, Italy 6, Netherlands 7, France in 8. So, Spanish in lane 4, watch them in the orange and yellow strip. Are their changeovers going to make a big difference here? Changeovers so critical. Down the back straight, the Dutch going well. They made up good ground on the French with Bennett on the second leg for Great Britain. For the Dutch at the moment. It's a Claver on the second leg, down the back straight and into the second bend. It's still the Spanish going tremendously well against the Dutch now. On this third leg for the Dutch, looking really strong at the moment is Hohenstein and the Spanish leading, and they could take this one. They're in the lead, or are they? I think they've just edged ahead. It's going to be ever so tight, and Dutch going to take it from the Spanish. The Germans in third. A winning time, well, it's 42.02. It's another championship record, a national record for the Dutch. 42.02. They set a national record by 2/100ths of a second. Spain in second set a national record, 42.11. Unbelievable stuff. And Germany taking third with the season's best, 42.52. The British, well, disqualified a couple of years ago, just waiting for their results to come through. Italy in fourth, Poland in fifth. But the Spanish producing magic once again in front of the home crowd on home soil. Just beaten by 9/100ths of a second by the Dutch, who were super powerful. They were out in lane 7, the Dutch, the Spanish in lane 4. Maybe the gentler bends help a tiny amount. Great Britain finishing down in 8th place with 43 seconds dead. Changeovers are critical. On the Spanish quartet, you have to say, Phil, you know, you look at the Spanish quartet and you think, well, none of them really stand out as individuals, but you get that teamwork right, get those changeovers right, and it can make up so many meters. Right. There it is, the Netherlands winning at 42.02 from Spain and Germany. Italy in fourth, Poland fifth. The times are quick. Look how tight it was, Phil, between 5th, 6th and 7th.
But there's the team standings after 23 events. Italy still in the lead, 22,000, I should say, getting too excited, 271 points. The Dutch edge back into second place, Poland dropped to third. So now it's Laurence Okoye going into the circle. The British record holder has thrown over 70 metres this year. Managed to contain his momentum, and that's dropped down at around 66 metres. That could challenge for the lead. Currently held by Daniel Stahl at 66.32. That's a lot better. Don't think it quite overtakes Stahl, but 65.83. A really good opener from Okoye, the Briton.
Let's catch up with the discus in the meantime. Sosna, opening throw from Mika Sosna of Germany, and it's big. It's way out beyond 66 metres. Brilliant throwing from this big lad. Now, what does he actually get given here? 66.17 for the German. Well, he is a 70-metre thrower, but that's a really solid mark to get your account underway with.
So Daniel Stahl leading the way with 66.32. Oh, that looks a very good one. Oh, that's close to 70 metres. Not quite 70 metres, but it's well beyond his 66.32 that he had in the first round. That's about 68 metres. Oh, he's on fire, is Daniel Stahl. Won this event 2 years ago in Horzo on that occasion through 67.25. That's more than that, 68.36. He stamps his authority on this event, and by some quite considerable margin. Yeah, we know you're from Sweden, but shout it out. Yes, there we go. This is the penultimate event on the penultimate day, and it's Daniel Stahl taking the win with 68.36. Mika Sosna, good throwing from him, 66.17, and yes, good throwing from the British team captain Laurence Okoye in third place at 65.83.
Well, there it is. Italy after 24 events, that women's triple jump yet to be added in. Italy leading 276 points, a 26-point margin ahead of Germany. Netherlands are just, what, a point and a half back from Germany. A lot to battle for up at the top end there and at the bottom end too. You can see Greece not yet out of trouble there. The Italian next to go, Erika Giorgia and Nuetta Saraceni, 13.99, the same as Oshkog in front of her in second place. She's in third place, the Italian. On count back though, Oshkog is holding on to second place. She's actually produced 13.99 twice as the Swede. Saraceni here needs to find 13.99 herself, because if she can repeat that distance, her third best jump will be better than the Swedes. Here she goes. Massive final phase, and that looked pretty big. Oh, she gets the green light, which she does. I think she's just leapt herself into second place. I don't think she's caught the leader. Joya of Germany way out in front with 14.17. But what a final phase. Talk about retaining spring. Gives away nearly 11 centimetres there. 14.08. It's a lifetime best for Erika Giorgia Anuetta Saraceni. I love saying that. It's a lovely name. 14.08 in the sixth and final round. Doesn't catch Joya, but she does ease past Oshkog, who goes next. The Swede has a chance to react.
So Oshkog, she's just seen herself nudged down into third place. Now needs 14.08 or better. The pressure's on. That might well have done it. Now, is it a legal jump? She was really tight on the board. Yes, it gets the green light. Now it's a question. She's never been the most demonstrative of athletes. She's won European age group titles in the past, so we've seen a lot of her on the European Athletics live streams over the years. Really good. Looks as though she was enjoying it. Looks as though she was really up for it. Oh, she's got second place. In fact, she's gone well into first place. 14.18. She's overtaken Joya by 1 centimetre.
One level of drama after another. Incredible. Carolina Joya of Germany. 14.45 is her lifetime best. That was in Essen at the beginning of this month. She's capable of regaining the lead. The Berlin athlete competes for the North Berlin club. Now, deep concentration. Nice speed, nice rhythm. Oh, ho, ho. If she gets the green light, that is good. She has regained the lead. I'll tell you what, it's gone nuts in these last few jumps. Plus 0.3, the win behind Oshkog. Joya there, plus 3.3. Can't be, surely. Did she get a fortunate gust? Or was that 3 centimetres behind the board, behind the front edge of the board? But surely it's enough to win. She has 14.17 to her name so far. 14.18, 14.42 for Joya. Wow, it's a massive jump. It's very close to her lifetime best from the 1st of June, 14.45. And she has eventually won, after such a close contest up to that final effort, by a massive margin. 24 centimetres, a winning margin. It's a really, really impressive jumping there. 16 points for Germany in the women's triple jump. Joya 14.42, eventually way ahead of Oshkog of Sweden and Saraceni of Italy. Koronieva, good points for the Greeks. They're much needed points for the Greeks in 4th place. Guillaume of France in 5th.
At the end of 25 events and going into the final day, leading the way with 290 points. Germany 266, 24 points behind, but not an insurmountable margin. Poland back into the top 3. They're 33.5 points behind Italy. It's very, very close for that 3rd place, though. The Netherlands just 3 points further back in 4th place. Great Britain, Northern Ireland not out of it either. And in the relegation zone, Ukraine, Finland and Lithuania. Starting to be a bit of a gap between the bottom 3 and Hungary and Greece. But as I said, there's another 12 events tomorrow. Lots of points still in play.
Hi, I'm Nadia Batogritti. Sign up now to the European Athletics YouTube channel.